We are so excited to continue this event today and move into our next phase where we're going to celebrate the co-authors of Empowering You, Transforming Lives. And as I've mentioned, being a part of Rebecca's co-author opportunities has been just an amazing honor and joy. And so with that, I would like all of us to please warmly welcome Rebecca Gruyter back to the stage. Thank you so much.
So this segment, we're going to get to hear from our authors. We have amazing experts who came together on a really special project called Empowering You, Transforming Lives. And this particular book had its own energy and heartbeat. And it was very opinionated about who was to be part of the book and how they were to be part of the book and what order their shares were to be, what day of the week. And on top of that, not only were there 365, because there's 365 days in the year. Are we in agreement? So 365, just making sure, pieces of data that needed to be honored and put in the right order to serve at the highest level, tying into the seasons, tying into the energy of what was being shared so it could serve the reader at the highest level. And then in the back, we have this section called By Subject. Not only did we want this book to be able to serve people as they went through the calendar year, or they kind of felt in and see what is the message for today. They also could flip back to the subject area, by subject. Maybe they're looking for clarity, hope, facing fear, maybe needing courage. And they could look up different inspirations to inspire, encourage, and help them by subject in that area. So these amazing authors leaned in to being part of this project, to serving. And there's something pretty magical when 40 people come together with the sole purpose of serving the reader. What was given to them that could serve the reader at the highest level, that's the energy that came into this book, and it was very powerful. But I also want to say, if you look at the cover, doesn't it look peaceful and green and kind of lush? It has this beautiful rock pathway taking you over a stream into this beautiful green forest with sunbeams coming down the path and a beautiful sunburst that we're walking towards, leaning into. What it isn't showing you is what's lurking in the forest. The turbulent water the path is now over. And that's something I think when we're looking to step forward, when we're looking to spring forward, sometimes we're so focused on the sunbeams and the light and where we're wanting to go. We sometimes are surprised that there can be some shadows, there can be some challenges along the way. But I feel like this book is giving this pathway that is safe to guide you through and to support you, not avoid having those in your life, but support you through them. And that's why I feel like it's a really good book. It's very powerful. I'm very proud of it. And I'm very honored to have so many people coming alongside, serving in a powerful way. And we have a group of them with us today. And what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce each person, and they're going to share a little bit about why they were excited about this book and something they're hoping the reader will get out of it. And some may even share a title or a little excerpt from one of their sections. Does that sound good? And they have 90 seconds to do it. So we're going to focus in, hold space and energy, and enjoy their amazing presentations. So let's see, we have Carmen. Come on up. So let me share a little bit about you.
Okay.
So Carmen is a serial entrepreneur, self-professed, owner of Altos Mobile Massage, which we got to experience lovingly today. What a gift. And Bryant Business Ventures, and a #1 international best-selling author. Yes. Woo! So please welcome to the stage the amazing Carmen Bryant. Woo!
Thank you. I wanted to read this passage to you because I think it sort of speaks to what I spoke about earlier today, which is you are enough. Put my glasses on. Hold on a second. The older my eyes get. Loving yourself is the most important first step to transforming your life. I once read that all emotions boil down to two emotions, love and fear. If you are feeling love, then you're feeling some form, if you're not feeling love, then you're feeling some form of fear. Fear takes many forms, anger, resistance, resentment, and the one that is very common to many of us, the fear of not being enough. We all have that internal dialogue we listen to. You know the one, the voice inside that tells us that we are not what we are not, the voice that says yes or no to the fear of change and to trying something new, a new relationship, a new career, a new experience. That's me, okay? The fear of not being enough has been a plaguing thought in my life. And I went to a Tony Robbins event in 2014, and I walked on fire for the first time, and I've done it since. And I happen to know that I'm enough now, and I know that all of you are too.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's see, Bonnie, you are next. So this is our beautiful Bonnie Bonadeo that we've gotten to know as she shared on stage today beautifully. And just to remind everyone, she is a speaker, branding expert, powerful coach, amazing story, heartfelt influencer. Let's warmly welcome amazing Bonnie Bonadeo to the center of the stage. Ta-da!
Thank you. You know, you heard my story earlier, so, crystals and spiritual readers and yoga retreats and all of that stuff was something that I gravitated to in order to find inner happiness. And one of the books that I read endlessly because it always related to me was Simple Abundance. And it was a book similar to this that each day you read it and each day you got a little inspired. So when I heard that this was going to be a daily inspirational book, I was all over it because I thought, I love that. I love waking up. I love reading a story, a message, something just to set my day, set the tone for the day. And if you'll notice in here, the 8 pages that I did get to contribute to this book, they're very related to my story. Not being able to get pregnant, stressing out, being a stressful person, not understanding success or love and joy. So I encourage you to read my pages and enjoy that because it's very, very much related to the story that I shared to you earlier. And we are enough. We really are. I trust that. So thank you for letting me be a part of this book, Rebecca.
Honored to
it's
have
been
you
an
as
honor.
part of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Adrian. So I want to tell a little. Can I tell? I'm just going to tell a story. I'm not even. Do you have permission? So the first time she attended, I had renamed her as Dr. Adrian Jefferson Schoeffer, and I don't know why. And I had spread it so effectively, right? We had to keep correcting that message. Her name tag said it, everything. And then when you were introduced on another radio show, they were talking that we had to correct it in a magazine. So we were very effective in our messaging.
You are. You are. And you're in such a role. You're building your empire. I just know it's a matter of time. You're going to have your own university, and I'm going to get that honorary doctorate.
Oh, I like the vision. I like the vision. Oh, very cool. Very cool. So Adrian is, oh yeah, and I do need that. I'm like so excited to have you here. Is an inspiring leader. I know you got to hear some of her story today, and when you were in one of our first books, and I read pieces of her story, I remember calling you and saying, oh my goodness, you have so much you can share, so much that can help so many people. And she courageously leaned in and brought Aspire to Your Greatness forward in a powerful way and joined us in this powerful project, aspiring all of us to step into our greatness. So please warmly welcome the amazing Dr. Adrian Jefferson Chauffeur.
I am so owning that now. Oh, okay. That was my indication that I should really own that. So I'm now Dr. Adrian. You
There
can
you
address
go.
me as such from now on. Well, the doctor is in. Yes, I just want to say thank you for having me be a part of this powerful book, because all the authors contributed so much. And I feel like there's so much light and inspiration in this. And the articles, I'm not sorry, articles, but the topics that I spoke about has much to do with my story about authenticity, clarity, purpose. And we are bombarded with so much negativity every single day. Why not start your day with something powerful and inspirational and uplifting? And so this book, I jumped on it. She didn't have to call me twice. Generally, she has to follow up. Adrian, are you in or not? I was
With love.
It always gentle nudging. I was so inspired by this book. I cannot believe it, and I'm so honored to be a part of this collection of powerful, powerful, powerful stories and inspiration and experiences. So thank you, Rebecca, and thank you, all of you powerful authors who were involved with this, because we made something very special. And I think you'll share about the launch of this book and how special that was. We had a lot with this launch. But this is an amazing book, so I hope that you all read it and are inspired by it each and every day. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this book had a birthing process to come forth that was not necessarily smooth, but it was perfect for what it is called to be. This book, I don't believe anybody can pick it up, read it, and not be touched. It's about transformation. It's about really empowering and uplifting you one day at a time. So as you're getting just a taste, we have more authors that are going to be sharing with you. I think you're going to feel that power, that commitment to supporting you and what we've created together. Jules. Hey. So I wrote a couple notes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they're right. Oh, you know what? They hid from me. Oh. Okay.
She's super funny and creative. What was that, Rebecca?
Dental
And
hygienist.
she really likes me. I'm so glad she's here. That's what, with all her words.
Exactly. You
Right.
let it right out of my mouth. No.
Yeah. You know, it's cool because, you know, what Adrian was just sharing, how this, why not start your day every day with a positive thought. And when I was standing there, I was just thinking how that relates to a lot of what I do. Because as a dental hygienist, I don't just see myself as cleaning teeth. I'm saving lives because I prevent disease, and I am creating smiles every day. And I invest in my patient's life every single day. And one of the biggest things, like we were just talking, right, about how you can go in and get your teeth cleaned a couple times a year, but it's the daily home care that keeps the inflammation away. And inflammation systemically creates so much disease and ruins our health. So that was a totally different direction than where I was going to go to before I even came
But
up
it's all
here.
good. So
Yeah.
let's welcome Jules Devante to the center of the stage. No, I appreciate you sharing, because you have such passion for the work that you do. And I don't know that people often hear a dental hygienist perspective and understand the passion and the commitment to saving people's lives.
Yeah, a
So
lot of times.
I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, thank you. No problem. Maybe you'll hear more from me later, later date. But I did want to share this. I started out as poor, very, very poor, and in a very, very horrible upcoming. I was not supposed to be here. This is not what I was labeled with. And now I have a nice home. I travel. I speak. I have a job. I'm the only person in my family who is like this. Everybody else is still doing drugs and homeless. And I was homeless by the time I was 11, and so I fought really hard to get out of this. And I it was a lot of choice. And so in one of my chapters, it says, "How did I get here?" I really look at that. And so here's a little excerpt from that. "Every day you make choices on who you'll be and how you'll live this life. Decide now, purposely seek after, and point yourself in the direction that will lead you to where and who you want to be." And my tangible steps to that from a different seminar I was speaking at was that every day while I was growing up, and I was sleeping on the streets as a child when I was 11 underneath buildings, and still going to middle school, and I was subjected to every kind of violence there is out there, and still knowing, refreshing my mind every day by believing in the truth of possibilities. We have to be open to receive the understanding of our significance, because it doesn't matter what they try to say or what labels put on you, you are significant. And accepting that I get to decide who I am. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Marlene. So Marlene, our amazing MC, author of Money Unfolding One Brave Feather at a Time, Your Financial Future. She is a best-selling author, #1 international best-selling author, multiple categories, influencer, and our fabulous, amazing MC that's been holding space for us all day. So please warmly welcome the amazing Marlene Elizabeth as she takes the center of the stage. Woo!
Thank you. So this book is very special to me because my journey, my money journey, started with quotes as well. I wasn't connecting with the nuts and bolts kind of textbooks. I connected to the wisdom that people who had a healthy relationship with money had for me. And so in my chapter, I write the title of this, one of the chapters in this book is called Believe. And one of the favorite kind of cartoon clips that I have that I use are two birds, and they're kind of looking over the edge like this, and one of them has a backpack on, and the other one's standing next to him like this, and he says, "Well, what do you think? You think we can fly this time without the parachute?" You know, and the other one's just looking so afraid, right? And I just feel like that symbolizes so much. We're equipped. We're equipped to fly and soar, right? But we need a buddy sometimes next to us to help us believe. So that's just a little bit of what I contributed. I did contribute 8 different reflections, but I'm really honored to journey with you and also those who will be reading this book. Yeah, so thank you, Rebecca.
Absolutely. Thank you for being one of our amazing authors. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to give you a moment. Stop, pause, breathe, integrate. Good. Can write a couple notes down if there's something that touched your heart. And we're going to have our next wave of authors, G through K, start to line up. So, Cassandra, come on up. This is our Cassandra Garabedian, who is an amazing stylist, and she used to be a runway model in Milan and San Francisco, and you have that poise that you carry with you, and I appreciate that about you. She's the CEO of Making Statements in Style, and is absolutely passionate about that beauty that's on the inside reflecting on the outside. Please warmly welcome the amazing Cassandra Garabedian to the center of the stage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd like to say I am so, oh gosh, the stories that have been told so far, they warm my heart. They set an example of just how life is brought about and the experiences that we all have. But there's one main force, one main common thread that is woven through all these different stories. And that is the power of the mind and the power of positive affirmations and the power within. That if you thoughts held in mind produces after their kind. That if you have the will to move above and to step forward and shine, you can. And the stories that are in this book here are living examples of just how we all have rose above things that have occurred in our lives. And they show just how the power of love, of holding together in closeness with another, that we can overcome. So hold that dear and enjoy the stories that are being told in this book. They're real. They come from the heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Rebecca Gruyter, and I'm the producer of the Empowered Connections TV channel. And I wanted to personally invite you to come on over, enjoy our amazing shows. We are all about empowering women. We're all about transforming lives. We're empowering men to really step out and be all they can be. We are looking for programming and shows to bring things to the next level. So if you are somebody that feels a show birthing within you, you have a calling to bring your show to life and touch the world, please reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. We are launching new programs and shows every week, every month, because we're going to change the world. I look forward to talking to you.